All right, this lesson is called As I Do to Others, I Will Do to Myself. It's on mirrors. So, the true nature of reality is that we're all one. We're not separate from each other. And we can't actually cause harm to another person without harming ourselves. And it's not that we can actually hurt somebody emotionally. Only their perception can do that. But you can't do something that you think, if it was done to you, would hurt you without hurting yourself. Say that another way. If you treat others the way you wouldn't want to be treated, you will hurt yourself. And ultimately, if somebody's healed, they won't perceive it as an attack. They won't take on your projection. They'll just see a call for love and they'll be invulnerable to that. But if you're in a state where you believe that you can harm others and others can harm you with your words or your actions, and then you take actions or words that you wouldn't want done to you, that will harm yourself. So give me some examples. So if I identify as I hate myself, I will hate others. If I say I love myself, I will love others. If I'm feeling guilty, I will believe others are guilty. If I believe I'm innocent, then I will be able to see the innocence in others. If I feel like I'm being judged, I will judge. Okay. If I believe I'm forgiven, I will believe others are forgiven. If I believe I deserve attack, I will believe others deserve attack. So all of these are things that we all experience until we reach kind of the healed mind state. And even then, when you do, sometimes you'll fall back into these patterns. But the old patterns, the ones where there's lack of love, those are the ones that cause harm and that are not true. No one ever deserves hate. No one ever deserves guilt. No one ever deserves to be judged or attacked. Those are not true. We all deserve love. We all deserve to know that we're innocent. We all deserve forgiveness. And that's the true nature of reality. And the truth will totally bring you peace. So the lesson that we teach is tell the truth and treat others the way you want to be treated, and use those together so that we're not telling the truth in the way that we wouldn't want the truth to be told to us. But by doing that, this is what's going to protect you from harming yourself. Because by whether or not someone else perceives an attack, if you have done something in a way that you would want someone to do to you, that's what's going to allow you to have peace at the end of the day. Whereas, so for example, it'd be a boundary. If you had a loved one that didn't have much money, and you you were to ask them for money, and if they were to give you that money, they would cause themselves harm, would you want that loved one to say no to you? Right? So yes, you'd want them to say no to you. So as an act of love to yourself and to the other person, if someone asks you for money that is you don't have, or would cause you harm, or would hurt the relationship, it is not loving for you to just give that money. So even though that person might be upset by you saying no, that's the most loving thing you can do. So always judging with this, treat others the way you want to be treated. So in therapy, you get to see this a lot, even the extreme cases. I hate everybody. The person that says I hate everybody is the person that feels hate for themselves. The people that feel really guilty also believe others deserve guilt. Okay. And those that fear judgment. So this is a really interesting one. They have social anxiety. They think, oh, they're going to judge me. They're going to judge what I look like, how I act, all this stuff. Those people also struggle with judgment. Okay. And then I deserve attack, so you deserve attack. So this is anytime you have a fight, pretty much. There's always a self-attack first, and then we project that out, and then we attack others. People who deeply love themselves don't attack other people. Now, there might be somebody that has the thought that, well, I am unloving to myself. I'm really hard on myself, but I don't attack other people. I'm really nice to other people. I attack myself. I'm always hard on myself. I never hard on other people. The thoughts will still be there. So the attack thoughts might still be there, but the behavior won't be. Okay. So when we have fear from our childhood trauma, say, for example, we had a parent that didn't allow us to express ourselves, Or if we did something to upset them, the consequences were so great that we learned to repress expressing how we feel or these attack thoughts. So we might have the attack thoughts, I'm deserving guilt, I'm not enough. And then we might have the attack thoughts about somebody else, they're not deserving enough, but we won't express them because we're afraid of people not loving us or judging us or even attacking us. So sometimes our fear of losing love will stop us from acting on our thoughts. However, it's very inauthentic. It's not a true act of love. So me being loving to you because I love myself is very different than me hating myself and being loving to you because I'm afraid of you not loving me. It's actually a form of inauthenticity. It actually causes distrust in relationships, and it doesn't actually earn you love. Being real is going to earn you love. So telling the truth, even if you're attacking, being able to say, hey, it's totally my responsibility that I'm having these thoughts. I'm struggling with I'm perceiving that you attacked me, and I know that that's for me to heal. However, can you help me understand why you did this? You can ask for help, but to pretend you're not upset or you're not triggered or to just push down the attack thoughts, not look at them, that's not the solution. The solution is to shift them. So go into meditation, take the breath, and say, how can I see this differently? Where's the mirror here? And how can I try again? One of the in Christianity, and I'm sure I know it's in Islam as well too, and Judaism, um, even the idea of karma, like as you reap, you will sow. This would be part of this. Um, a Christian in the Christian Lord's Prayer, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. If you look at it from a CBT perspective, it's not a man on a cloud being like, oh, you forgave yourself, poof, now you're forgiven. But rather, it's the concept, once you believe that you're forgiven, you'll be capable of seeing that everyone else is too. Once you see the innocence in your brother and that they are forgiven, that's how you'll know that you are too. So as we release ourselves, we release everybody else with us. As we release everybody else, we release ourselves. So the path is forgiveness, and this is what the theme of all the lessons will be: is love, forgiveness, shifting the perception towards seeing the quality and the innocence in all of us. And as we treat others, we will treat ourselves. So on our stem, as I do to others, I will do to myself. Thanks.